Hey, Mike?
Not a moment's peace round here. What ho, chaps? I'm going to try and show you how I turned this clip into something like this. Right, this isn't going to be much of a tutorial because I tried and it has taken 3 takes now, and every time I ramble on too much and I'm rubbish at it. So I'm going to try and do the bare minimum. Basically, I'm going to try and show you how I achieved the look, that very subtle colour correction look in the last video at the intro and the run. Now I'm going to be using a series of tools which is pretty much just going to be colour curves and colour correction. I'm not going to be explaining how to use them because I don't really understand. I can just see what I'm seeing, and if it looks good then I keep it. If you want to know and you want to understand, you want to learn, then look up a tutorial somewhere on YouTube, someone will have one. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to be doing is adding a widescreen. You can see on there. Ignore that. Basically what I've done is just change the clip and just zoomed in a little bit and clipped off the top and the bottom. Done it on both clips, exactly the same, I think. Yes, I have. Don't worry about that for now. I probably won't explain that either. Anyway, the effects, I've gone into video effects and colour curves there, dragged and reset to none, and first thing that I would have done would be to change the RGB curve, so eventually you get something that looks like this. Did that even change anything? Yes, it did. Sorry about that. Basically done that quite a few times, changing various different things. That would be the blues and the greens, and yeah. Then I would stick on a colour corrector and play around with the colours until it looked good, until I was eventually happy with it. And those were the settings that I got for this particular image. Then I added a blur, which is a preset on the Gaussian blurs in here somewhere. Gaussian blur, light blur. I just stuck that on, dragged it on, done, and ended up with this. And then you basically copy this clip, paste it on a thing below, so that you've got exactly the same effect. Just bump them on, but you take off the blur, and that won't actually give this effect just yet. But on the top clip you add a mask, or I added a mask. Yeah, just masked out the character, gave it a negative mode, lowered the opacity a little bit, gave it a feather of 12% and both, which pretty much just gave this effect, and did a little bit of rotoscoping. Again, if you want a tutorial on that, then look elsewhere because I can't really explain it very well. I'm rubbish. And if you'd have checked out my blog, then you would have known all this already, because I kind of tried to explain it there and also failed. So I'm going to give you a comparison of before and after, and I'm going to show you a direct comparison of the effects on and off right next to each other, so you can see just how much of a difference this makes. Anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble on, and I'm going to end it right now before I talk too much. Goodbye.